So people are trying to get me to bring Shaman back into the meta. They're like, hey, Ecor, play Shaman, play Shaman, play Shaman. When are you going to play Shaman? And so I decided to finally play it. And there are a couple of different builds out there. There's a Revolve Shaman that basically centers around the clowns. You play the clowns and then you play Revolve, and then you get a whole bunch of 9-drops. The issue with that is if you get rushed down or you play against any mid-range deck, you generally lose. It does well against slower decks because of a giant swing turn, but you're almost never going to get to that turn 10 or 11 anyway. So what I decided to do was go with Aggro Shaman. I was like, let's make the same Doomhammer Shaman, arguably the best Shaman deck before all of this stuff came out. Throw in some Elementals because we have the Primordial Dungeoneer to give me a little bit of extra draw, and make the best Aggro Shaman deck we can. And this deck ended up doing pretty well. It went 5-3. Small sample size, I know, but overall did well, and the games that I won felt really good, and the games that I lost were relatively close and probably could have gone either way. But against one warrior, he ended up playing a Bulwark and it sucked, and against a Druid, he ended up, just generating a giant board, and there's nothing I could do because he got the ramp. And you know what, sometimes there's just nothing you can do about certain things with like Celestial Alignment Druid. But overall, the deck does show some decent potential, and until weapon removal becomes super meta, I think this deck will be solid. The only card in here that you could probably take out because it's a tech card is the Menacing Nimbus. I just liked having an extra 2-drop, but you could take it out for anything else if you want. And in terms of mulligans, basically just any 2-drop to 3-drop minions that can especially draw you cards, and Serpent Shrine Portal. I don't want Lightning Bolt or Fireheart, but I do like both Marsh Spawns. They're 3-mana 3/4s that generate me resources, which is historically something that's hard for Shaman to do. Greetings. Plop. This turn 2. Depending on what 1-drop we get, we could coin it out, then play Marsh Spawn, and then some other stuff. But I don't know if we're necessarily going to do that. Hey, I'll just play this. It's fine. Devolving. It works. It's not bad. We can just play like Gidra next turn and see what happens. Armor. Shield Slam. Okay, that's actually a pretty good removal out of the way, which means that this Gidra is going to be really good. Or alternatively, we just Portal and then play this next turn. Let's just Portal and play this next turn. Oh, snap. Wait, that's actually pretty good, because we're going to have a couple of minions on the board at any given time. So that's actually not bad. He plays the weapon, kills the 3/2, that's fine. We play Marsh Spawn, and then we go crazy. Doomhammer, we can play that next turn and just go for it. You know how it is. Storm Strike, of course. Of course. Tried OTK Druid with Anaconda, win 3-0 with it. Well, even though I know that it's good, I despise that deck with a burning hatred. It is so stupid. I think it's like one of the worst designed decks to have ever existed in Hearthstone. There is no interaction. You just lose. They either have it and you lose, and they don't and you win. And it's like, okay, they ramp, combo off, and just don't allow you to play the game after turn 5. It's so stupid with OTK Celestial Druid. I think it's one of my least favorite decks that's ever existed in Hearthstone. It sucks. It really does. How much damage do I have here? It's not a lot. And by not a lot, I mean it's only 16, and he has more than 16 HP right now, right? He's got 22. Kind of cringe, actually. You just hard mulligan for Celestial Alignment, and then you win. Like, I don't think it's that hard of a deck to play, either. Just gonna go Storm Strike and slap him for a ton of damage. Like, the deck is solid. Don't get me wrong, the deck is good and pretty easy to play. You just get Celestial, play the Auctioneer, draw a ton of cards because everything costs 1, ramp up at the same time. That turn, you might not get it, but then the next turn, then you just go crazy and you win. That is really bad. Let's draw some cards here. Draw 2. No biggie. Turret and Cage Match Custodian. We'll just go Marsh Spawn. I kind of like devolving. Could deal with minions. We already have one devolving, so I mean, I guess we could go Hex to make sure that we target it, but then he might get a taunt. We'll just go Hex. It's fine. Get rid of some of the durability of the weapon, and then soon we'll just go crazy. Playing against Druid in Standard feels like playing Wild. I faced someone who gained 24 armor in 1 turn, summoned a bunch of 8-cost minions, and I had 1 mana to respond to it. Yeah, that's why I hate it. I played a spell, right? Oh, I didn't play a spell. That's weird, champ. It's a bit of an oops, if I do say so myself. We'll just, devolving it and then shoot it. Oh, snap, that's cool. Another Rockbiter weapon's fine. Then we just go bonk, bonk, new weapon. And we just go, new weapon. And then we pop off next turn, I guess, with Lightning Bloom and, the coin. We just hope he doesn't have, like, some sick taunt or whatever. I'm just setting up to kill him next turn. We've basically won the game now. You put Cthulhu inside your deck. Nourish Bloom with Anaconda for card draw, and then you get all of your Cthulhu pieces while drawing your whole deck. Basically, yeah, that's how it works. Rarran made a video of new decks. Yeah, I know. I was gonna make a video on new decks, but I didn't. I want to do it after I like play a little bit and experiment and know what's good and what's not, because I don't want to just like give you a ton of bad deck ideas. To be fair, some of his ideas weren't bad, but I watched his video. Freeze Mage, do not play that. Just don't. The Hunter, it's just Face Hunter again, basically, with like a slight twist, which I don't really like that much. I don't know. I'm kind of... Whatever. Point is, we win this game this turn. We go Doomhammer. We go Rock. Rock. Lightning Bloom. Rock again. And then we go Slam him. Hit. And then Slam him again, baby. Well played. Crazy. We didn't even need the other Rockbiter weapon. We could have just, like, hexed and traded and done some other stuff. We have the damage, is what I'm saying. I like this. I actually like this because going Portal into 3-mana 3/4 is pretty good a lot of the time. I kind of want to save the Diligent Note Taker, but in order to apply pressure to the board, I might just play it just for funsies. Best Paladin deck? Probably N'Zoth Paladin, but don't hold me to that. I'm not entirely sure. We have another Note Taker too, so it should be fine. That deck was around before Anaconda. Why is it so good now? Well, it became better after the nerfs from like 2 or 3 weeks ago when the meta slowed down even just a smidge. Oh, well, that's super lame. I don't even get the minion. Ugh, gross. I mean, Mindrender Lucia can beat Celestial Druid fine, but Mindrender Lucia is bad into almost every other matchup in the game. So, like, why would I do that to myself? You know? I'm just gonna shoot it again, and then save the Marsh Spawn for a little bit later. It's fine. All I have to do is eventually draw Doomhammer and go crazy. I don't know. It's just such a dumb deck. Oh, snap! That's so sick! We get to pump up all of our dudes. Sick. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. How are you? And how is the deck going? Keep up the good work. Hugs from Argentina. Well, hey, man. How's it going? I'm doing pretty well. Obviously, it could be a little bit better. I wish that Celestial Druid just didn't exist. It's not very fun, but whatever. Other than that, I'm doing pretty well, man. I'm doing just fine. Doesn't really do too much, but it's fine. Do I go Boom, Lightning Bloom, Storm Strike? I think I go Boom, Lightning Bloom, Storm Strike and just try to develop as much of a board as possible. Or Lightning... Wait. No, I think it's Lightning Bloom, Storm Strike and just go for it. And then we'll take Tidal Surge so we don't get bursted down. Or we'll go No Fin can stop us. So that way we can keep doing damage. I think that Tidal Surge is better though. Then we go Storm Strike and just go face here. We'll be able to hopefully finish him off with this stuff soon. With or without Doomhammer or Inara. We should have enough damage to win the game soon. Predictions for Tier 1 decks. Celestial Druid. Face Hunter. Some sort of Paladin deck. I'm assuming Paladin's still going to be quite strong. And like Controller, Rush Warrior, and Priest. I feel like those will be the top 5 decks right now. Obviously, I only played for the first like 4 or 5 hours of the expansion, so I don't know everything yet. Or the mini set, but that's my prediction. Forgot Face Hunter. Didn't I say Face Hunter? Wasn't it? Wait, I said Control Warrior, Celestial Druid, Face Hunter, some sort of Paladin, and there's something else. And then Death Rattle Demon Hunter would be number 6, I would say. We have 3 different ways of drawing Doomhammer. So we go turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, curve out relatively nicely, and that should be it. Oh, and Control Priest. Control Priest will be insane. Because it's just strong right now. You forgot Shaman? I don't think Shaman's top tier. I think Shaman's better now. Absolutely, 100% it's better now. But I don't think it'll be top tier. I think it'll be middle of the pack. What the fudge? There's no way. We have to kill that off then. We're overloaded. 3 mana, 2/4 is not bad. Sadly, no Death Rattle cards, but at least we can, like, Torrent something next turn, I guess, if we need to. But I needed to kill Rikara, or he was just gonna snowball it. And we can just go Wand Maker, it's fine. We go Plop, and we go Smack. You can go this next turn, it's no biggie. Did you play any sports growing up? Basketball, tennis, soccer. I played soccer for like 8 years. Tennis was on the high school team. What else did I do? I did a lot. I like drawing cards. I think drawing cards can be quite helpful a lot of the time. Then again, overloading and getting a 3/2 out's fine, because I'm going to just play Marsh Spawn next turn anyway. Let's just flood the board a bit. Smack it, go face a little bit here. Bam, bam. We're overloaded, but we're still going to play this and maybe a turret next turn anyway. It's fine, because we've played spells. We're in a good spot, actually. This is good, this is good, this is good. What position in soccer? It changed. I played, you know, just normal, like, recreationally, and I was, you know, more of like a striker, you know, as you would call it. Or, I guess, a forward, I guess, would be a less cringe way to say it. And then as I moved up and up and up in, like, what I was playing against, because I went on to club teams and stuff, I slowly got pushed back because I wasn't an aggressive or confident player. So they moved me back to midfield because I was super in shape and can run up and down the court. Or not court, sorry, that's basketball, but the field. And then eventually, near the end, I just stayed about midfield for most of my career at the end there. But yeah, that's about it. Primordial Studies doesn't seem to be that important. Dunk Tank is fine. Yeah, I guess Primordial Studies to get a minion's fine. We're gonna go Torrent that and pass. Basketball, I played point guard basically my whole life because I was super duper short for a long time. And then now I'm 5'10", which is not tall for basketball, so I'm still a point guard, but at least I'm not like super small. Because I was always like the smallest one on the court, and I would always be put one age group above where I was currently at. So I was always ridiculously small. Yeah. Let's generate a card. I'm gonna be honest, I like the Student Scrolls. It can give me a card. I just need resources at this point. We're probably gonna Torrent the 4/4. I mean, if we draw Doomhammer, we can just straight win with double Lightning Blooms, right? We can go boom boom with Doomhammer, boom boom, Rockbiter, 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 whatever, and just pop off. Holy moly, dude. There's no way. Okay, so Doomhammer. So if I go Doomhammer hit, and then next turn I'd have 6 mana up. I'd go boom boom, and then I could basically kill him next turn. Yeah, that's fine as long as they don't die this turn. We win, I think. And we got a taunt, so that's cool. But yeah, basketball was mostly point guard and shooting guard because I could shoot pretty well at the time. Now I stopped playing for the past year and a half, obviously, because of COVID, and it's kind of sad. Isaiah Thomas core? Dude, I like Isaiah Thomas. He's a hero to us shorter basketball players. Absolute hero. Boom. 1. We get 2 more. Boom. Boom. And then we just do 22 damage to him. Well played. Easy game, dude. Told you we were gonna set that up for lethal. Easiest game of my life. Not even a problem.